I was never less alone than when by myself. Silence is a source of great strength. Everyone shines, give the right lighting. The day I began to live is the day I discovered being an introvert was awesome. I love to be alone. I never found the companion that was so companionable as solitude. Loneliness is the poverty of self, solitude is the richness of self. Nothing can dim the light that shines from within. I wish, as well as everybody else, to be perfectly happy, but like everybody else, it must be in my own way. The more powerful and original a mind, the more it will incline towards the religions of solitude. Be a loner that gives you time to wonder, to search for the truth, have only curiosity, make your life worth living. Introverts are word economists in a society suffering from verbal diarrhea. Silence is only frightening to people who are compulsively verbalizing. One can be instructed in society, one is inspired only in solitude. Live your life the way you want, not the way society tells you. You see things, you keep quiet about them, and you understand. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. I am a minimalist. I like saying the most with the least. Silence is not empty, it is full of answers. Never assume quiet is weak and loud is strong. The most introspective of souls are often those that have been hurt the most. Don't think of introversion as something that needs to be cured. Spend your free time the way you like, not the way you think you are supposed to do. Telling an introvert to go to a party is like telling a saint to go to hell. An inability to stay quiet is one of the conspicuous failing of mankind. People inspire you or they drain you, pick them wisely. A happy life must be to a great extent a quiet life, for it is only in an atmosphere of quiet that true joy dare live. When I was young, all I wanted and expected from life was to sit quietly in some corner doing my work without the public paying attention to me, and now see what has become of me. Introverts are collectors of thoughts, and solitude is where the collection is curated and rearranged to make sense of the present and future. Silence is beautiful, not awkward. The human tendency to be afraid of something beautiful is awkward. Solitude matters, and for some people, it is the air that they breathe. It's never a good idea to organize society in a way that depletes the energy of the population. We discovered this with women decades ago, and now it's time to realize it with introverts. People empty me, I have to get away to refill. The secret to life is to put yourself in the right lighting. For some, it's a Broadway spotlight, for others, a lamplit desk. Our culture made a virtue of living only as extroverts. We discouraged the inner journey, the quest for a center, so we lost our center and have to find it again. Extroverts sparkle, introverts glow. Extroverts are fireworks, introverts are a fire in the earth. Introverts live in the two worlds. We visit the world of people, but solitude and the inner world will always be our home. What a lovely surprise to discover how unlonely being alone can be. Without great solitude, no serious work is possible. Why is it that nobody understands me, yet everybody likes me? It is a strange thing to be so widely known and yet to be so lonely. I restore myself when I am alone. We need fantasy to survive because reality is too difficult. I would rather sit on a pumpkin and have it all to myself than be crowded on a velvet cushion. We are for the most part more lonely when we go abroad among men than when we stay in our chambers. You have gotta keep control of your time and you can't unless you say no. You can't let people set your agenda in life. You shouldn't worry so much about what others think of you if you realized how seldom they do. I am an introvert. I love being by myself, love being outdoors, love taking a long walk with my dogs and looking at the trees, flowers, the sky. I don't want to be alone. I want to be left alone. I always try to be myself. Ever since I was an introverted kid, I would get on stage and be able to break out of my shell. Quiet people have the loudest minds. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. To thine own self be true. Prayer is the key of the morning and the bolt of the evening. The wise listen more than they talk and give more than they take. The more you talk, the less people listen. Take time to be quiet. If you can't be kind, be quiet. I came, I saw, I left early. Think and wonder, wonder and think. I kinda live where I find myself. I think a lot, but I don't say much. Never be afraid to sit for a while and think. Loneliness is failed solitude. Solitude has its own very strange beauty to it. My personal hobbies are reading, listening to music, and silence. You must never be fearful about what you are doing when it is right. Be strong, be who you are, and fight for your identity. Fight for who you really are. I owe everything that I have done to the fact that I am very much at ease being alone. The one who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. Those who walk alone are likely to find themselves in places no one has ever been before. Introverts need to trust their gut and share their ideas as powerfully as they can. Introverts, the world needs you and it needs the things you carry. So, I wish you the best of all possible journeys and the courage to speak softly. Our culture is biased against quiet and reserved people, but introverts are responsible for some of humanity's greatest achievements. Being weird, independent, and loving solitude are not limitations, they are my superpowers. Your solitude will be a support and a home for you, even in the midst of very unfamiliar circumstances, and from it, you will find all your paths. When you are an introvert like me and you have been lonely for a while and then you find someone who understands you, you become really attached to them. It is a real release. Thanks for watching. Make yourself better.